Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to compare two budget smartphones, the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime with the Moto E3 Power. So these two phones are priced similarly, the Xiaomi Redmi 3S or the 3S Prime. There are two variants, they are priced 6,999 and 8,999, while the Moto E3 Power is priced 7,999. So we're going to compare these two phones and see which is better value for money. So we'll start off the comparison with the design and build quality. So design wise, these two phones are quite different because the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime is a metallic construction which is quite slim and pretty compact as well. But on the other hand, the Moto E3 Power is completely made of plastic. The plastic quality and the finishing looks quite similar to the Moto G4 Plus, and it's quite decent, but overall the build quality looks better on the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime because it's a metallic construction. So in terms of the design and build, we would say the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime is the better choice out of these two devices for two reasons. One is a metallic construction, and second is a compact form factor and also lightweight in nature. So that's the design aspect and build quality of these two phones. Now looking at the display. So both these phones have 5-inch HD display, that's a 720p display, and the display quality looks quite decent on both the phones. Both are 720p panels, and the overall touch response and the display quality looks quite decent. So there's no clear winner in terms of the display quality. We would say both are equally good in terms of the display performance, and both have same display size as well. Now let's talk about the software and the performance. Now both these phones have Android 6.0 Marshmallow out of the box, but they are quite different in terms of the UI. The Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime has a MIUI that is a custom UI from the company, which is on top of Android 6.0 Marshmallow, while on the other hand we have the stock UI on the Moto E3 Power. So both are quite different, although their base version is Android 6.0 Marshmallow. So let's first talk about the UI on the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime. So this is the MIUI 7 and it comes with customized features. We have this custom notification center. We have support for theming. You can download additional themes. You can customize a lot of aspects about this device. Then in the settings also we have this additional options like light mode, child mode. Additional settings are included. Some gestures are supported. So it's a feature rich UI and does provide additional features and customization options which is not found on the stock Android. So it also comes with multiple home screens. There's no app drawer and quite different in terms of the UI look and feel. Now looking at the UI of the Moto E3 Power, so this has this stock Android. You can see here this is the base Android version without any apps installed and pretty much basic UI, and you can also see the notification center is also pretty simple one. So if you love the plain vanilla Android, then that's one reason why you should be picking the Moto E3 Power. So it comes with a stock experience and no apps or third-party installations, no support for themes or customizations, the core UI which Android offers, but it does come with a quite decent performance with the UI. Now talking about the overall performance of these two phones. So one of these devices is powered by the Snapdragon 430 octa-core chipset. That's the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime, which is really powerful chipset in this category, coupled with 3GB RAM and 32GB internal storage. Now we have the MediaTek 6735P quad-core chipset, which is clocked at 1 GHz, coupled with 2GB RAM and the 16GB internal storage on the Moto E3 Power. So looking at the performance of these two chipsets, we can clearly see that the Snapdragon 430 is the powerful chipset out of these two devices, and this can be even seen in the gaming experience as well. So the Redmi 3S Prime provides great gaming experience, while on the other hand the Moto E3 Power is quite average in terms of the gaming experience and not suited for heavy graphic rich games. And in terms of the overall day-to-day performance also, we would say the Redmi 3S Prime is the better choice because the Snapdragon 430 is a much more powerful chipset than the the quad-core chipset from MediaTek, which is just clocked at 1 GHz. Now both these devices have 4G LTE and dual SIM cards, but having said that, we have a dedicated SIM card slot and micro SD card slot on the the Moto E3 Power, while the Redmi 3S Prime has a hybrid SIM card. So apart from that, almost all other features remain the same, and we have 3GB RAM on the Redmi 3S Prime along with 32GB of storage, while it's 16GB storage on the Moto E3 Power. So now let's talk about the camera performance. So here we have a 13 megapixel rear camera on the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime, while it's an 8 megapixel shooter on the Moto E3 Power. On the front panel, we have a 5 megapixel camera on both these phones. Now looking at the camera interface, we would say Xiaomi's Redmi 3S Prime offers better camera options, including different modes and features included, while it's plain and simple UI on the Moto E3 Power. Now looking at the camera samples taken between these two phones, here again we would say the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime has an edge over the Moto E3 Power in terms of the overall clarity and sharpness levels along with the color quality. So our personal choice in the camera comparison of these two phones is the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime with better clarity and overall features being offered. So in terms of the camera performance, we would pick the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime. Now finally talking about the battery. So both these phones are known for great battery capacities. We have a 4100 mAh battery on the Redmi 3S Prime, while it's a 3500 mAh battery on the Moto E3 Power. So both are quite good in terms of the battery performance, but here again we would say the Redmi 3S Prime offers better battery life than the Moto E3 Power. The Moto E3 Power definitely has one good battery. 3500 will definitely last more than a day, but it will not match up with the 4100 offered by the Redmi 3S Prime. So now we have talked about almost all aspects about these two phones. So now talk about the pricing. The Moto E3 Power is priced just 7,999, while the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime variant is priced 8,999, and without a fingerprint scanner you get the Redmi 3S for 6,999. But then you also have only 2GB RAM and 16GB storage. Now we have a fingerprint scanner on this variant. This is 3S Prime variant. So if you're looking at 3S Prime, definitely the better value for money device is the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime, which is priced 8,999. Even though you pay additional 1K, you get a better design, better cameras, better performance, superior gaming, and overall battery life also is better on the Redmi 3S Prime. So where does the Moto E3 Power win? The Moto E3 Power has the stock Android, so if you want the plain Android UI, then the Moto E3 Power is the better looking device out there, because it also might be getting the future updates, whereas the Redmi 3S Prime will be getting, but then it will be delayed. Moto E3 Power will be getting it much faster than the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime. So if software and the core UI is your priority, go for the Moto E3 Power. Rest all aspects, we would say the Redmi 3S Prime is the better value for money device. Even if you choose the Xiaomi's Redmi 3S price at 6,999, even then we would say that is the better choice out of these two phones. So that's all guys with the comparison of the Redmi 3S Prime with the Moto E3 Power. So hope you like this video. If you plan to buy these two devices, you can see the link available in the description of this video. So you can check out that link to buy the device, and that helps our channel. So that's all guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.